Hello everyone, my name is Captain Flare, and welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies DLC Edition, where today, well, I'm gonna keep scrolling over here at the start of every video, because we're gonna continue playing the challenges on hard mode. So last time it was all about Lucky 4, and certainly all about Nuzlocke. That sure took me a while, but we made it through. So today, I want to try and focus on, like, the lawn-changing modes, specifically Checkmate, Onesodded, and Borderline. We'll see if I'm able to get through all three. You know, I haven't actually attempted them on hard mode, but I feel like they weren't too shabby in normal mode, so maybe we can do that. Speedrun, you may notice I'm still glancing over speedrun here, but that's largely due to the fact that it worries me, and honestly, I have a special plan in mind for when I inevitably make that video, and I don't really have time to do it. I just moved. I'm recording this video in a new place, but more on that later. First, let me just double check. I am in fact on hard mode, so we can go ahead and just get started with Checkmate. Give me a new game. I did that for Goofs once, and we'll see how this goes. Only the most friendly of faces around here. And a darn shame too that knights and gargantuars are pretty prevalent. We can't use garlic. Our goat from the last video will have to actually think of new strategies. That being said, Magnetrum seems to take out pretty much all the heavy health threats aside from Gargantuar, so if I just bring Magnetrum and then instas for when Gargantuar show up, I think that's honestly it, right? It's not more complicated than that, is it? Okay, I think this is probably a solid enough lineup. Something I did think about doing, you know, believe it or not, it's not Halloween anymore, so I think I'm finally gonna, you know, take these costumes off and save them for another day. I think it's so funny still that that's all that we've got so far is the Halloween stuff, but I am very much looking forward to how they're planning on expanding the costume system inevitably in the future, but only time will tell, I suppose. So yeah, as far as, I don't know, updates, since my last video, I have moved. I am currently in a brand new setup, and you probably can't even tell, and that is the best possible outcome. This is like, you know when apps like on your phone go through an update and you go ahead and check the store to see what new changes just got added, and you check the patch notes and it says like, oh, minor tweaks and improvements to improve the like user experience. And then you look inside and there's really no discernible changes. That's how I like to think of this move. Everything in my life feels so different now. I'm in like a completely new city, but to y'all, I'm certain nothing has changed. And you know what? That's fine. I like it just like that. Okay, at this rate, my damage is pretty well condensed into the middle 3 lanes, so I'm just gonna take as much time as I can to generate immense wealth and all that good stuff, though actually, the zombies are getting kind of far. Oh, they're suddenly sending a lot of guys out. I mean, I really should have seen that coming, but it's still unfortunate for me. Okay, perhaps this is still not all too wise of me. I can try getting the 6 squash in. Oh, that was a 6 squash! Unfortunately, everything else I had to ignore to make that happen, so I still don't think this is quite right, but it seemed cool in the moment. I mean, yeah, no doubt about it. Oh, I didn't even realize there were double pole vaulters there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend like this is salvageable. I think the main issue is I try to go for Melon Pult as an expensive attacker, because I have limited space, so obviously I need to go for something expensive. But it makes it hard to get off the ground with the limited room. All right, strategy number 2, freaking pea shooter. Oh, and I forgot it's hard mode, so yeah, they might just send a cone head at the start. Okay, freaking pea shooter might actually experience a lot of problems with that. I didn't really think that far ahead. Okay, are there no basic zombies? It's been only cone heads this entire time, which has not been very sustainable, I tell you what. I will not lie to you, it's been rough. Are they gonna send anything else, or is it just that? No, it's just cones. Okay, how about we try a little something here. I'm gonna let them all chew through on purpose, but it's a false sense of security because now I blow them all up. Which does mean that I lost all my sunflowers, but I'm hoping it's for like a good cause or something. Though no amount of coping is actually gonna bring my sunflowers back. So I'm not super duper confident about that one. Though even just 1 EP down does so much extra damage. Not only does it really help take out coneheads in their own lane, but the additional damage to adjacent lanes is really just so helpful. Though that being said, yeah, no, once again, random pole vaulter walking forward and doing me in. I mean, EP could work, it's just quite expensive. Yeah, not a single basic zombie. That makes a lot more sense, and that changes a lot for me, unfortunately. All right, so the Observant among you may think that I'm losing. However, to that I say, nuh-uh. Yeah, I have 2 attackers down, 2 EPs, which I was really hoping would do me a lot more favors than it actually appears to be doing. So I don't think this is really the run either. No, squash, go the other way! Okay, I think that's another EP I'm gonna lose. Is it the same one? The same pole vaulter every single time? Dude, okay, I'm giving up on EP. I gotta do something else, man. These cones are... It's just traffic cones, it isn't that serious. But as it turns out, maybe it is. Okay, no more beating around the bush. I feel like it's time to take out the big guns. I'm thinking I'm gonna do some Gloom Shroom. Even just one of these guys is it's a bit cheaper than EP, and also a lot stronger in a short range. It's just a matter of keeping them alive once they're there. I do feel like Magnet Shroom's definitely gonna be the thing that helps it the most. Okay, this ain't great and doesn't help much against the impending Gargantuars, but I think it is fine. I also just realized I didn't bring Twin Sunflower, so let's hope that's not a mistake. You know, this is a level with 50% of the tiles taken away. The next few levels I'm doing, you know, run by a bit of a greater metric, so so we'll see how that goes in the long run. All right, so far, dude, life's been good. Getting to this first flag, easy sauce. I can try and make the most of my sunflower space. Basically, all cone heads are already taken out by these two Gloom Shrooms here, so I don't actually think I need much more damage beyond this. So I think at this point, I kind of get to just sit around looking nice until Gargantuars decide to absolutely thrash me, because they will. It's inevitable. I don't actually have much to deal with them, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I just wanted to get this far, and hey, this is working out quite well to accomplish that. Whoa, local PvZ player remembers to use overpowered plants in difficult levels. It's a crazy concept, I know. Oh, which reminds me, you know, the last video, the Nuzlocke video, it was such like a trial. I really like was going through it in that stage. Then I had, you know, some folks graciously remind me, hey, why didn't you use Cob Cannon? Yeah, why didn't I do that? Cob Cannon has like infinite bombs. That's kind of their whole deal. And my struggle with that stage is that I needed more bombs. Why didn't I think of that? I have genuinely no clue, but you know, it's fine. We still made it, I guess. Gosh, with how many knights there are, I'm curious how you're supposed to beat this level in hard mode without Magnet Shrooms. I'm sure it's been done before, but honestly, I'd love to see it because they are absolutely carrying me today. All right, final wave, endless ladders. There is one. There is a single Gargantuar. I will say the ladders are gonna distract my Magnet Shrooms a ton, so I don't think I'm gonna get a lot accomplished as far as defeating knights early on. But look, that Garg is already dead. And look, I can clear out a lot of stuff with this. And yeah, those knights can be boosted for a sec, but oh no, they're just gonna walk towards my Magnet Shrooms a little quicker. And yeah, they're gonna fall apart all the same. Nice. All right, well, that wasn't too shabby. Checkmate indeed. We got a hard mode medal of sorts. So I guess we can move on to what I would argue are much scarier ones. We have Onesodded and Borderline. So yeah, you thought half the lawn being gone was a bad thing? Yeah, try 4/5. In fact, wait a minute. Garlic my goat can assist once more as I pull out the old Gloom Shroom and try and do some silly stuff with this. In fact, let me just burn all my seed slots. I can also bring Cattail. Wow, this setup is really funny, but I have nothing for early games, so I think that's simply incorrect. But could you imagine if I pulled something like this? I think instead we're gonna have to go for some Orbitus. You know, save a seed slot, allow me to have some kind of early game. I mean, probably squash. I don't know what else to do for an early game. And I have no insta-plants that can actually reach the edges, which isn't spectacular, but I'm hoping we'll be able to get by just, you know, fine. If anything, the fact that I don't have anything like Walnut means that I cannot stall out the first few zombies in any capacity. Like, I can put sunflowers behind them, I guess, but I can't actually slow their waves much unless I just let all my sunflowers get eaten, and that's not really an option. Oh, these basic zombies are absolutely wiping out my sunflowers, though. Oh, I don't know. Well, we'll get our garlic going. Obviously, the garlic's gonna fall apart once Catapult decides to drive forward in that lane, but I'm gonna bank on that not happening for quite some time. Wow, almost every single sunflower I put down has met a tragic fate. Maybe this is a bad opener, I don't know. Oh yeah, Orbitus, my beloved, does not have the damage output I need. I think I definitely need to open with Gloom Shroom. Whoops, not that one. Open with Gloom Shroom if I can help it. I could try doing Shooting Stars well, which is basically like a fireball in every lane fairly frequently. You know, yeah. We're gonna get rid of Orbitus, you know, the cheaper option, and let's go for the more expensive one. This kind of strategy never goes poorly. Except this time I have the power of stalling on my side. I brought Walnut. So yeah, first few zombies are just gonna be chewing on that until I'm able to squash them all as a whole. And then at that point, hopefully I will have enough sunlight to get a Gloom Shroom down. And then beyond that, if a Buckethead spawns in a sodded lane, it's actually just over. I guess in an unsodded lane. Unsodded is probably referring to the dirt. I don't really know what sod is. I guess sod is grass. Listen, I didn't do my homework. I just work here. All right, there we go. Gloom is here. They will start working on that buckethead. I will continue working on my sunflowers. Okay, at this point, I need a shooting star. And that's just in time, right? Is that zombie going to walk past shooting star and no longer be affected? Yes. Well, that's a restart. I have no other choice. There's nothing else I could do. We got very close though. I need to remember the shooting stars need to go in the back, because if a zombie walks past them, then that just doesn't work. So now I know. I have the vision in my head about exactly how I want this to look. Okay, by the power of stalling and infinite walnut torment, we're in a pretty good spot here. That's a lot of zombies defeated at once, I believe. Yes, Buckethead is next, and I should be able to stall him out in the same place I stalled him out before, and it won't be hard to place a Gloom Shroom in that spot. So we're looking good right now. At this point, it's pretty clear to me that next course of action is you are going to show up, and you are going to be very cool and very awesome. And I will try and use as much sun space as I can. Oh, Buckethead on the bottom there. Hey man, you showed up in the very bottom lane a lot sooner than I expected. Also, that Gloom Shroom is totally about to just get eaten, aren't they? I don't think they can out DPS. Okay, they kind of can. Maybe I do need to bring Orbitus back, because yeah, there's just no way I'm gonna beat that Buckethead at the very bottom of my screen there. Okay, let's reflect differently. What's a solid plant that can, you know, attack zombies no matter where they're at? I guess I could try Cob Cannon. That's gonna be really expensive and hard to get off the ground at the first flag, but I mean, unless I want to rely on a really good lemonade bounce or like get multiple Orbituses up before too long. Oh, there is Pickled Pepper. That feels like kind of more of a band-aid fix though, because there are multiple Bucketheads in multiple lanes. The only problem is I'm already full up on seed slots. If I do anything else, it's gonna be a lot harder for me. I guess I could get rid of Twin Sunflower, and I guess for now I'll try Pickled Pepper, and if that fails, which it may, then I will pivot to something else. But I just gotta know first. All right, look at this. Absolutely maximizing my greed right now. Listen, I gotta. The stakes are high, so yeah, are they gonna spawn 4 cone heads on one tile? Maybe, but I'm ready for it. My walnut and squash are already off cooldown again. Dancing zombies here. I don't have pumpkins for Gloom. Oh, Gloom decided to pass away that time. That's not good. Well, there's now buckets in a lot of lanes that actually suck a lot. Well, I guess we get to do a little experiment. What if I don't do Gloom Shroom? What if I try that? Right about now. Oh wait, I'm short on sunlight? Oh, wait. And that's gonna be too late. I got close to defeating the Bucketheads with the 2 shooting stars though, so maybe I can pivot into a shooting star focus? ... question mark? What if I didn't bring Gloom Shroom? You know, that really essential plant. What if I just canned them? What if? Okay, I have an idea and it's kind of insane. I decided to bring Ice Shroom with Coffee Bean. I feel like that's fun, that's good. And I was like, oh, what's another mushroom I can bring that could be kind of handy? What? I have no idea if this is a profit. In fact, no, there's no way it is. I think it's kind of fun. I'm just gonna try it at least once. Listen, I never get to use Gloom Shroom outside of Night Roof. All right, let me have this. That being said, I'm certain Volt Shroom is a significantly better choice, but this is a significantly funnier choice, so I think that's acceptable. Let's get our first Loom Shroom off the ground, baby. Yeah! Yes! These guys are gonna glow, and it's when they're defeated, I think. Yeah, they'll drop extra drops of sun. Oh, it's 15 per zombie. That is what we call not savings. That is not a profit at all, but it's fun. Oh, and I just realized, wait a minute. If I even possibly get an Ice Shroom down, go my PvZ1 hot and cold, because yeah, these are fireballs. They're gonna thaw them out. Yeah, all right, I didn't think this one through too well. Let me, oops, not there again. I could catch up with some reading, but I don't know if that's if that'll help me much right now. Okay, Volt Shroom is back. Stars are out, cacti are in. You know, one of these days, I really hope I can beat one of those hard mode challenges first try. I don't think it'll happen, but after the last video's runtime, dude, I'm scared for what comes next. Not only for me playing the games, but me having to edit them later, all right? It's gonna be a process. Oh, how joyous. That's a Buckethead. Not where I need it to be right now. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure 2 can take out a bucket if they're that close. We could already see the health dropping a lot as they get closer. Because, yeah, I mean, the thing with Orbitus, yeah, the closer a zombie is, the more likely they are to pass away from pokey causes. So I don't think I have reason to worry quite yet. Oh, it's you, though. Buckethead at the very bottom lane. You are not going to absorb stuff like a sponge, because you're never going to walk close enough. I guess I could Pickle Pepper if I really need to. Though they're taking a lot of damage. Like, they're walking very far left, but that's not going to stop the spikes from actually reaching them. Oh, it's going to be a close one. It's going to be close. Oh, I don't like how close that is. Why are all the spikes suddenly deciding to miss? Orbitus, no! Okay, we got 3 down and got very close to defeating the most dangerous zombie. I'm feeling good about spamming Orbitus. That is a real awful spawn. Early Buckethead at the very bottom lane, far away from my Orbitus-ease, or Orbiti, my plural guys here. I think what I'm gonna do is do this, because I definitely cannot damage that Buckethead enough to defeat them with only 3 of these guys down. Which does suck, but we can definitely bounce back from this if I get more sunflowers down. 3 Orbitus acquired before the first flag. That is a new record, I think. But the best part is they are bungee-proof 110%. So we're fine. There is a bucket in the top lane, which sucks, because they're covered by a lot of other zombies. In fact, I might pickle pepper that again, because I don't feel good about this wave at all. That Buckethead's barely been touched, so we'll hit that. There is now a Buckethead on the bottom, but we'll see if that'll be a problem for me. Okay, I think I can finally comfortably take out Bucketheads on the edge lanes. Oh, here's a real tester. What about you? The freaking car. No, the car's already smoking, and there they go. Huh, I think I'll just keep that ice room there for emergencies then. Oh, hey, look, that might be an emergency. So you're gonna drive up, squish my garlic, but that should be okay. You'll be taken out pretty fast. Oh, actually, no, they're walking up to my Voltrum. No, they got my Voltrum. They got my boy. Okay, at this point, I don't think there's really a whole lot. Oh, I was gonna say a whole lot they can do to defeat me. Well, they did just wipe out another shroom of mine. But these aren't zombies that I'm really worried about, so I think that's okay. Okay, this just in, I'm freaking broke as heck. Who knew that when all my sunflowers get eviscerated, I'd become broke? These fishermen are a problem. So I'm gonna try and just fill this lane so there's more of a chance of a sunflower being hit than an Orbitus, because these guys don't have a lot of health, but they pack a punch with their nets. Okay, final wave, and I did just use my pickled pepper, and there are skeletons very close to the edge of the screen. I'll probably use an ice shroom in a sec. Once I get the sun for it, please. That skeleton's getting very far. That skeleton's getting very far! Ice shroom, please, please, please. Oh my god, the skeleton's been destroyed. Well, if I can just hit those bones. Oh, wait, I just realized there's only one spike consistently hitting that skeleton. Okay, well, goodbye, world. There's nothing I can do about that. Ah, rats. Okay, well, we got to the final wave. I think this is the setup. I just need to be a lot more careful about my front lines, making sure they're not absolutely blasted by backup dancers, because I had to replant that guy too many times in the Voltrum. So that'll let me save some sun, and hey, maybe I could even get a 5th Orbitus down. All right, you produce sun, which means you're gonna get swapped out for a cactus, because that sunflower just entered their cooldown phase, so they won't produce sun again for a while. I always try and do that when I shovel up my sunflowers to put attackers down. I try and shovel the one that most recently produced sunlight, so I don't know, I'm not like wasting anything. I don't know if that's like crazy or not. It's not that serious. It's Plants vs. Zombies, but I feel like it helps. Holy cow, I was fully joking, but my Orbitus conga line has reached unprecedented levels. The Quint Orbitus is here. So I think nothing can harm me anymore. Garlic's being taken, but my goat's only 50 sun. I can put him back easy peasy. I will say, it's not a perfect setup. Zombie spawns have become much more dense, which does make it difficult for my plants here, so I will still need to play it safe in the back lines with pickled pepper, but I think that's a fair enough price to pay. I can go ahead and hit an ice room here, which will help a ton against those bucketheads. They're a wee bit too far. Yeah, at this point, I think even a poorly timed pickled pepper can help me out. Awesome. I was hoping that'd be a little more climactic. But there we are. That's how you can beat some good old Onesodded. That's a really fun one. I'm just happy that DLC offers so many plants that actually attack in various lanes. You know, with Water Pot, allowing you to use Cattail, you got Orbitus, you got Shooting Star, so this challenge will be significantly more boring in the base game, so it's very nice seeing it here. That being said, Borderline, still being just one of the most comical ones, we'll probably finish with this one, because what am I gonna do here? I'm pretty sure it was Gloom Shroom that I used last time to make it happen, and I could probably do that again, you know, Pumpkin Gloom Shroom with Magnet Shrooms to help. In fact, looking at the zombies that are coming, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Hey, you know what? Maybe this can be my, my level where I beat it for the first time. We don't know. I think I have a plan. I think I can generate enough sunlight to actually get a full-blown Gloom Shroom down. Yeah, before they show up, so I don't actually have to shovel my twin sunflower after all. Okay, I think it's time for magnet number 1, and honestly, possibly the only one, but it really just depends on the upcoming zombies, because I'm a little nervous about that, but it's hopefully gonna be okay. I mean, the nice thing about Borderline is only having 5 spaces to plant on, it means that there's only so many combinations that can work, you know? I don't have to scratch my head too hard trying to think of like new and interesting ways to beat the stage. It's like, well, I have 5 places to put plants down. How much can I really do? I will say the biggest worry is these coneheads are slowly chewing away at my guys here, so perhaps I will actually go for more gloom shrooms instead, so I can save on sunlight repairing pumpkins. I might be a little more comfortable doing that. Jack-in-the-Box is one that I am quite wary of, I won't lie to you. And yeah, oh, okay, no, we're good. I just have to rely on RNG, and then Jack-in-the-Box will be manageable. If they just explode before they reach my house, they're never a problem. Yeah, dang, I think this is just it. I think this is the setup. Yippee, I think I found my stage that's doable on the first try. Because, I mean, what else am I supposed to do? It's borderline. This thing is, I don't know, I think it's borderline ridiculous if you ask me. Hey, that guy's getting a little close to the bottom. Is he gonna be fine? Hey, wait. Bro. I spoke too soon, I spoke too soon. I cannot afford all these things that I want in the world. Oh wait, I don't have pumpkin. No, it's over. Oh my gosh, you're kidding. That quickly it's over. No, my first try. Oh, it was gonna be beautiful. I had ice shroom, why didn't I use an ice shroom? I brought ice shroom for this. Ah, hey, I'll get paid for it. That's fine. Okay, well, the flare fumble is real. That's whatever. Let me just try that again. Oh wait, did I fumble that again? I fumbled that again. I don't, you know, the narrative is in my hands. It's my video. I don't have to keep this in, but I think you all deserve to know the truth that, yeah, I absolutely just let a pogo get through. I'm realizing all the dramatics of me being like, oh, maybe I can beat this stage first try. Like, all that's gonna fall flat the moment anybody, like, taps the screen or wiggles their mouse and sees the true video length. They're all gonna be like, oh, nah, he's lying. Nah, there's no way he's gonna be able to pull it off. And they'd be right. Hey, I don't like this. I don't wanna do this no. Okay, hold on. Nope. I'm avoiding a catastrophe and I didn't even need to. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna let fate run its course this time. Hey, fate. Hey, fate, why do you disgrace me so? Hey, fate, I didn't really appreciate that much. You know what, fate, maybe you're not so bad after all. You know, maybe fate, you and I can get along. Okay, hold on. Maybe that first run was just really lucky. I don't know what to, like, it's gonna be silly, but I don't actually know what to do about that. I mean, I could pivot my strategy entirely to shooting star. It could be kind of funny. We'll do it, we'll just do it for goofs, man. If we quickly cut to me, like, passing away, then you'll know that me in the editing room, I decided to save you just a little bit of time. I think it's a little too scuffed. I think I just wanted to try that, but I'm gonna go back to Gloom Shroom now. I'm glad I experimented, but hot diggity, I didn't like that all too much. I could try Orbitus, but... oh, I could try Orbitus. The only thing is, this is gonna damage zombies fairly quickly, which means that I won't have nearly as much time to stall them as I would ordinarily like. I don't know, man, it's been rough out here. Like, we're kind of getting by, barely. I will say I didn't put my Magnetron in the middle, which is a massive fumble, because that Magnetron won't reach the bottom lane, but we'll see what happens. Well, here's our problem child here again. Absolutely being body blocked by all the zombies. Oh, but I got luckier. In fact, a lot luckier. Have I just been getting really unlucky this whole time? Because that would explain a lot. But that's the beauty of PvZ. A lot of it ultimately is just RNG mumbo jumbo. And ain't that kind of beautiful? Ain't that kind of delightful? Like, this is working. I really shouldn't be complaining. Like, I am actively winning the game. Okay, slight update. Something terrible is happening. I have no crowd control. There is 0 crowd control with this setup. Dog, this is flag 2 and everything is falling apart. My pumpkins are dying left, right, and center. My Magnetron can't keep up because I'm progressing the level too fast. There goes the guy at the bottom. Yeah, no, I think that's it. I think we're out of gas. That's fine. That could maybe work, but honestly, I'd rather just go back to Gloomshroom. Much more reliable, much more trustworthy against big old crowds. Forgive me if it's the boring option, but Your Honor, I have 5 tiles of space. I'm gonna pick the one with infinite pierce and high damage. Yeah, I'm glad we got to goof off, but overall, you can't really go wrong with the classics. Wait, and here's the first flag with no metal objects? PvZ. Never change, you know, never change. Okay, buddy, what is this? What is this? Do I have enough magnetism to take out all the, pogos? I don't think I do. Are you gonna kill me now? You're gonna kill me now. Okay. So, alright, so slight problem. If I go heavier on magnetism, that's less damage, which means pogos that slept by despite 3 magnetrons are just gonna kill me regardless, so crud. Frankly, heck. It's really not even that bad. I just need to, like, dial in slightly more and then everything will be okay. I just need to be slightly more reactionary, like 2% more reactionary and everything will be totally fine. I just realized I've been so dialed in on this level. My glass of water remains untouched on my desk. Dude, my water bottle broke the other day, doesn't close anymore. Actually heart-wrenching. So, I've got the glass of water today. Why am I telling you this? Because I can. I don't know, man. Oh my god, why are there two of them? Magnishroom. Magnishroom, please. Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad I put another one down. Fully reactionary, but you know what? I did it. I'm actually, what do they call it? Improving at the game? I think so. But I think I need to just swap out my plants, like, mid-level, based on the situation. Like, oh, if there are more Pogos coming, like this one, yeah, because those Magneshrooms are about to be distracted by Bucketheads. So, I'm gonna go ahead and instead remove the Magneshroom down there and provide extra damage so we can take out barely. Oh, wow. So we can take out the Pogo guy. You. Okay. Whoa, wait, you can explode that far up? Oh no, that's how far to the right they like to explode when you do a survival endless setup that has like gloom shrooms right at the front and spike rock. Sorry, they love to explode when you're doing survival endless that far up alone. Yeah, I'm gonna sit tight for a sec. I got rid of my Magneshroom. I will instead Ice Shroom. I think that's worth it. Yeah, we should be able to take these guys out. I'll put another coffee bean up the moment I get one more little droplet from the oh so generous sky here. That'll take out the Buckethead guaranteed. And we did it! That was so much worse than it really should have been. Gosh, I really should have gotten it that first time, huh? But it just didn't happen. How'd you manage to do that? Listen, throwing my head against a wall until it works. Yeah, okay, so my initial prediction of being able to probably cram 3 levels into this was absolutely right. For the next challenge video, maybe we'll do speedrun, but again, I want to set some stuff up in advance for that. So we might just move on, probably in order. Heck, Sun, Dried, and Inflation are both about struggling with the sun economy, so maybe we can have an economy-based video next. Isn't that such fun theming? Anyway, let me, I don't know, we'll see what, oh, I didn't realize I was topped off here. Let's see what one plant we get out of this. So I'm mad at we can't have any bugs around here. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Again, it's I don't know, it's been very nice to be back on the old DLC edition grind, taking on the challenges, and who knows, maybe I can actually complete them before the next update comes out. And I'd especially like to thank my members for all of your support just generally throughout the channel. Helps me make stuff like this, helps me keep the lights on, helps me move, of all things, so I really appreciate that. And I would especially like to thank my humongous helpers. We've got Insanity Darkrai, Waddle Vulture Salesman, Crit Ghost, Captain Witherman, Deggy, Toxic Annabelle, Exelix. Have to take a breath in the middle. We got B-Works, Dootmeister, Zoe Super Swag, Anakin Sims, Blighter Cat, King Wolf 8123, Smug They Them, and the Husk of Amontillado. To you all, I grant you this plant. It is Walnut. He was imperative in Onesodded, don't you forget. So with that, my name has been Captain Flare, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!